Hi guys, how are you doing today? I've had a busy day today myself. I've been watching TV. I've been relaxing a lot, to be honest with you. I decided to do a video today because I have had a lot of people recently asking me, oh my god, I've heard Dubai's amazing, what's it like, all of this. And I wanted to share a little bit with you about what I believe are the right sort of people who should come to Dubai, and then the people who wouldn't necessarily thrive in Dubai. So Dubai life, the expat life in general. For me, 13 years later, I can say it's had a majorly positive impact on my life. It's been a very positive move for me, and I majorly found myself, but it's not for everyone. You need to ask yourself a certain amount of questions before you even contemplate moving to somewhere like Dubai. And some of those questions are the following, like, do you know yourself well enough? If you don't know yourself, you potentially can lose yourself in Dubai. It is not for the faint-hearted. I see so many people come here full of beans and leave with their tail between their legs, totally destroyed emotionally and mentally. And so you have to know yourself before you come somewhere like here. Are you a strong person? Do you have a strong character? Do you have a strong sense of who you are? It's about knowing yourself again. Do you have a faith? I think the most dangerous people in the world would be people who are either agnostic or atheist. You need to have a faith of some description or another, at least a set of rules that you live your life by, so that you have some sort of guidance between right and wrong. So what I find is a lot of people in Dubai tend to kind of lose it a little bit if they don't have a guidelines, a set of rules. They're away from their family and friends and feel like they can go hell for leather, behaving like a completely different person to what they would if they were at home. Are you a good judge of character? If you are a good judge of character, then the expat life will suit your personality. If you're a shit judge of character, then you potentially can make some majorly wrong decisions, especially with relationships, and end up listening to guff from people who talk absolute nonsense out their arses. And then you'll be going, oh, I don't understand what just happened. Well, what just happened was you were totally not ready to come somewhere like Dubai. You didn't have your wits about you, and you didn't know yourself enough. You didn't know your worth enough, okay? So what you need to know before you leave your cozy life and book a ticket and head to the land of opportunity, which is Dubai, you need to ask yourself a series of questions. You're not going to see your family for a few months. Are you okay with that? Do you find it easy to make new friends and to trust people, because you have to put yourself out there? You're going to end up in your apartment alone with nobody to talk to. Don't be obsessed with meeting the first man that you meet and deciding he's going to be the man I'm going to marry and he's going to be the father of my children, because potentially he's not going to be, and he's probably full of shit. But there are lots of good guys out there, but you have to be a good judge of character. You have to take ownership of that yourself as well. And do you have a positive attitude? If you have a positive attitude, that will bring you far, far, far in life in general, especially in Dubai. It will bring you far, far, far. And that you're not easily influenced. You're going to have people throwing their money at you, you know, with Ferraris and this, that, and the other. And if you're easily influenced by sparkly, shiny things like that, potentially you can make some bad choices and end up totally unhappy in a place like Dubai. And you must be confident in yourself, and be aware of your beauty and who you are as a person. The people who aren't suitable, I find, are people who are from large families. Now, this isn't scientifically proven or anything, but my experience is all I'm sharing with you, basically. I find people who are from large, close families are the ones who tend to suffer the most and end up spending 24/7 on the phone to their families, telling them they miss them and getting flights back at every opportunity to be there. If that's your attitude, just go and live there, and somebody will come here and really, really enjoy it. If you're going to be like that and you're not going to immerse yourself into the culture, don't bother coming. It's as simple as that. And if you have a negative attitude, don't come either. There's enough of those. We need positive people. If you're coming here to marry a rich man or a rich woman, don't bother, because it's going to be somebody younger, richer, smoother, more clever, more this, more that, more the other. You need to believe in your own destiny if you're going to come someplace like Dubai, or else it will chew you up and spit you out. If you're a woman of the 21st century and you decide sleeping around is okay, you're going to be totally and utterly chewed and spat out in a place like Dubai, because everybody is of that genre Not me, but a lot of women are of that genre that they think, oh, sleeping around, oh, I should be able to ask out. No, you shouldn't, and you shouldn't ever think like that, because that is a one-way ticket to disaster as far as I'm concerned, and in my own humble opinion, which is very, very humble, as you can see. Somebody who hates being on their own, don't come to Dubai. Somebody who's a bad judge of character, do not come to Dubai. And if you fall in love too easily, don't come to Dubai. Simple as that. You must be a complete, and by complete I mean a completely rounded human to be able to thrive in an expat community in general, or it will simply chew you up and spit you back out again. You will not be happy. Overall, for me, I have to say, extremely positive, totally found myself. I'm still here till today, and that's where I'm doing the video from. Others, not so lucky. Now, it didn't turn them into an asshole. They were potentially an asshole coming, so it just brought out the asshole in them even more, or what would you say, magnified the asshole aspect of their personality. I really hope this helped you to make an informed decision about moving to Dubai. You know who you are, and hopefully I've given you some sort of an insight into the type of people who will thrive here. So don't come if you're negative. Don't come if you sleep around. Don't come if you don't know yourself. Don't come if you haven't got a job. Don't come if you hate the sun. Don't come if you hate humidity. And don't come from big family. Everyone else is welcome. Bye.